said it is an ambitious plan because so far, after all these years, India's managed only 9% of ethanol blending. Give us a sense of how much ethanol is needed annually to meet your target of 20%.
So currently we are at 9%, and there's been a major jump from last year. Last year we were just at 5%. So for 9%, we need about 3,500 million liters of ethanol, and to reach our target of 20%, we would need about 3 times that, because the petrol sales will also go up. So from the current 3,500, we are talking of 3 times that. So which means about, say, 10,000 or a little more than that. And so it's all about having ethanol available in the country. So manufacturing has to go up. And that's what we are working on. And we are very hopeful that the manufacturing will go up.
Mr. Kapoor, give us a sense of, the targets that you've set. How much of it would be sugar-based ethanol? How much of it will be non-sugar-based ethanol?
So currently, most of it is sugar-based. So out of this 3,500 million liters, which I talked about, only say around 300 million is non-sugar-based, grain-based. So as we move along, we will have to reach a stage where it becomes 50%. 50% would be sugar-based and 50% would be grain-based. Now, this would happen because sugar will plateau. The total sugar production in the country is not slated to grow, and that's not the objective of the government, because the government wants to rather reduce the sugar production in the country because we already have surplus, and we want to produce more from grain. In grain also, recently we decided that we will also accept from maize. Earlier, maize-based ethanol was not accepted. So this is a very major decision which has been taken, and we hope that some farmers will shift to growing maize. We already have surplus rice. So rice-based, and then there is some damaged rice, and then various other grains also, but mostly rice, and then as we move along, then maize.
It's definitely an environmental imperative, is it not, Secretary? And on top of that, it's an economic imperative too, given the amount of oil that India does import. Give us an idea of how much money the government, the state, could actually save here.
So if we look at the amount of money which we are paying now, so we are paying about 15,000 crore. Now, crore is 10 million, so just multiply by 10 Indian rupees. Currently, for procurement of this this amount of ethanol, and this will go to 50,000 crore Indian rupees. So again, multiply by 10, and you have a million rupees. And if you want to convert into dollars, then divide by 73 or 74. That's the current rate. So huge amount of money, and part of that money would ultimately flow to the farmers, because they are the ones who are producing the food grains or the sugarcane, and some money also to the owners of these industries. Then we are also talking of huge investments. So the total investment which would be required to get this additional production capacity into the country. So current production capacity in the country is about 7,000 million liters per annum. Out of that, ethanol is 50%. The rest goes to other uses, and because these distilleries are the same. And as we move along, the other uses would stagnate because hardly any growth in those other uses. It's only ethanol which is going to grow. So another 50,000 crore rupees investment, again multiply by 10 and you get million, into
Secretary?
the facilities.
Secretary, very quickly, when do you expect gasoline and diesel sales to recover now to pre-COVID levels? Very quickly.
I think in the next 15 days, 15 to 20 days, it's going to happen fast. It's already happening because lockdowns are almost going away. On highways and in rural areas, already the sales are up. In cities, the larger cities, sales had gone down drastically. But now lockdown is getting relaxed in most parts of the country. So I think it will be back in the next 15 days.